This project started out as any bowl would on my old lathe from the 1950s, and I just started turning. Eventually, I came across that I really wanted to make a large bowl, so I glued up some really thick pieces of really hard maple and glued them together, and then I marked the center, cut it out. It was really a waste of wood at the time, but I was really excited to make a very monotonous, large, like solid bowl that would be very strong and would last a long time. Unfortunately, I only got so far because the old lathe was struggling to even cut the outside because the motor was just not powerful enough and the bearings were going. So after I got most of the outside done, it really just sat for about 1.5 years until finally I got a new lathe, MIDI lathe that actually had enough power and could turn it. Unfortunately, by now I was feeling the limits of my design, that I hadn't actually removed any of the material inside the bowl, and that I should have done that before I even glued it together. So I had to spend about 3 to 4 hours just cleaning out the entire inside of the bowl via drilling and just using lathe tools. And eventually I got far enough that I was satisfied with the depth and the size of the bowl on the inside. So I rounded over the outside, I made a nice lip with a round over, and then when it came to sanding, sanding took at least 2 or 3 hours. It's a really long time because unfortunately maple is very hard, and it just takes a very long time to get anything smooth, especially with the end grain. If you don't smooth the end grain, then you'll have issues because it'll really show in the finish. So it's very important to sand very thoroughly, or else you will see it. Once I got it off the lathe, I took it to my homemade router cutter. It's basically just some drawer slides with a router, and I can trim off the stump fairly easily. And then after that, it's just a matter of doing some final sanding. Then all I have to do is apply an oil-safe, food-safe finish on it. And after about 2 or 3 coats and some sanding, it's pretty much done. Just have to wait a few days for it to cure, and it's ready for popcorn or whatever you want to put in the bowl. So I hope you liked this video. If you really like it, subscribe for some more, or leave something in the comments of what you would like to see. If you have any questions, just tell me. Thank you.